All right, let's get started, everybody. I'm recording. Mute all. Okay, a huge welcome, everybody. Welcome to our Own Your Life event. Today's Tuesday, the 19th of September. The year is absolutely flying by and Christmas will be here before we know it, but we have so much excitement going on and we're going to share a bit about that with you tonight. My name is Michelle and I've been with the Juice Plus company for almost 15 months now, and it's completely changed my life and my family's life. I'll share a bit about that later. But tonight is all about keeping it real, so telling you our real stories, telling you what it is that we've all been up to, and seeing if it could also be a fit for you as well. Now, it's called Own Your Life because ain't that the truth? We don't want to be slaves to our jobs, slaves to our mortgages or debt anymore. Our generation is just over that, and we want to be having more fun in life. We want to have all the things that we've dreamt of or that we're dreaming of, other than just working, taking care of everybody else and just churning through the daily grind. There's way more to life, and with social media the way that it is these days, we are really taking it to the next level, and we're creating some pretty awesome stuff with business and with our lives. So I'm going to find the lovely Sheridan first up to share with you all about our Juicy products and our Juicy program that we're all loving and so excited about. Thank you so much, Sheridan. Take it away.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. So as Michelle said, my name is Sheridan. I am a nutrition and dietetics student. So my ultimate goal is to be able to help people and inspire them around good, wholesome health and improving nutrition. So I've been in this business for a year now. So it came to me on a social media post. Like Michelle said, social media is definitely taking off. And as a uni student, I was just constantly on it procrastinating. So I came across this business and I looked into so many different programs and products. And as a nutritionist, you know, there's just so much noise in that industry, in the food industry. And it's very, very difficult to know what to listen to know what's good and what's absolute BS. So when I came across this, I really, really wanted to look into it well, especially because my degree is extremely evidence-based, which means anything I do, I need to know that it's got research behind it and it's got a lot of evidence and proof behind its effectiveness and its safety. So I came across the program. It's called the Juicy Body Program, and it was created by a lady named Kira Westwick. Now, she is a top 10 MasterChef finalist. So for me, I was like, oh my goodness, thank gosh, because I definitely cannot create recipes. I am one of those girls that adds 2 ingredients to things, and that's me done. And I know everyone else is, you know, they want health to be delicious, and I completely agree. So when I heard that it was Kira Westwood that made this program, I was like, oh, it's going to be amazing. So that's the program here. Now, this is an amazing, amazing book full of incredible, healthy, delicious recipes. Now, Kira, I don't know how she did it, but she's absolutely nailed it in terms of nutrition and quality and the information in there. So she's done an amazing job. It's got breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. It has an exercise guide. The program's also got entertainment guides. It's got a Thermomix conversion, all the resources you need, a shopping guide as well. It's all the resources and tools you need to be able to create an amazing, healthy lifestyle. Another amazing thing that I thought was incredibly important was that it is so delicious and family friendly. And there's so many programs out there that requires people to go onto, you know, crazy restrictive diets and to cut this and to cut that. And they end up having to create a meal for themselves and then a completely different meal for their whole family. The best thing about our Juicy Body transformation program is that it's all family friendly. The meals that you cook for yourself are the meals that your family will also be able to eat. And it means that you're creating a beautiful, healthy culture in your home, which is so, so important because it brings us back to the wisdom of just eating beautiful, fresh, whole foods. And to be honest, our whole world needs a lot more of that. So I definitely loved the program on that angle. And I know I was always recommending, you know, my clients to eat way more fruits and veggies and whole foods and organics and all of those things. So to be able to make it really delicious was an awesome bonus that and a, you know, value adding that I could give to my clients in my service. So we also have just a little bonus that we sometimes pop in is our 8-week transformation challenge. And that's going to start in October, which is really amazing because it means that our clients also get to have their own 8 weeks of focused, proper nutrition practices. And the amazing results that that can bring is absolutely insane. And not only that, but there's some really cool cash prizes up for grabs too. So, you know, it makes it a really exciting sort of program to be in as well because they change it up and it's all on Facebook. So it's hosted on Facebook and we've got over 20,000 people in our program at the moment creating some incredibly healthy bodies, and they're sharing their recipes and the motivation is so inspiring. So that's our program. Now, like I said, I always like to recommend my clients are eating lots and lots of fruits and veggies because it just means that their micronutrients are on point. I will not enter a program with a client if they don't have all the micronutrients that they need. So their vitamins, their minerals, their phytonutrients, and their trace minerals. These are the goodies that your body needs to be able to survive, and not only that, but to just function and thrive. So when I saw that there was a nutrition support that also went with this program, I was a bit iffy. I was like, oh, you know, I've done all these like supplement things before and they've only ever hindered rather than helped. And I also wanted to make sure that, you know, it was a safe product. You know, if my clients were going to take it, I want to take it too because it needs to be that good. So I had a look at it, and this is our wonderful product here. It's called Juice Plus. Now, I'd never heard of it before, so I really, really wanted to look into it. And what I found was that there was over 35 peer-reviewed medical journal articles backing its effectiveness, its absorption, its you know, benefits that it creates in humans. So when I saw that, I just thought, wow, that's absolutely incredible. It is the #1 most researched brand out there. And, you know, I looked at the ingredients then and I thought, oh, that is so amazing. It's just made of food. Of course it's going to be effective in our bodies, right? And there's so many people that say, oh, well, you know, I'll just eat my fruits and veggies then. But reality is 2% or less of the population is meeting the standard requirements of 5 veggies and 2 fruits, 2%. So, you know, you can say that you're going to eat them as much as you like, and I fall under this category too. So, you know, I'm guilty of it as well. I definitely don't eat the recommended serves 365 days of the year, and I've never met anyone that can. And another thing is research is now showing that because of our environment and the depleting nutrient levels in our soils, etc., we actually need up to 14 serves of vegetables to be able to just have our bodies functioning normal and to be able to detox, etc. So I definitely don't reach 14 serves. So the amazing things about Juice Plus is, like I said, it's made of whole foods. And so we have a berry blend, we have a fruit blend, and we also have a vegetable blend. So these contain 30 plus fruits and veggies, and it's in a capsule form. And what happens is they juice them down, they get the juice, they take out the sugar and the water, and all that's left is thousands and thousands of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and all these amazing juicy good things that your body needs to be able to thrive, right? And then they encapsulate it, and you just take those every day, and boom, you've got 30 plus serves of fruits and veggies flooding your system every single day. And the difference between that and a different multivitamin or something that you can find in the pharmacy is that these are made from real foods. They're not synthetic, copies of a vitamin or mineral, which are usually what the others are made from. And the fact that it's not a powder, so you can get like a greens powder or something, and they're excellent for your health, don't get me wrong. But as soon as you are maybe like a quarter away down the tub, it's oxidized because of you opening the tub and closing it and letting the air in. So the nutrients inside, all the enzymes and everything, they're oxidized, they're ineffective, and the whole thing just kind of becomes redundant. And it also doesn't taste that great. So knowing that it's redundant and it tastes gross is kind of, I'd much prefer to be able to take some capsules with a bit of water and then you're done, sort of thing. So that's our beautiful capsules. We also have a superfoods powder. Oops, sorry, that's the back. So we've got the chocolate and vanilla. I'm a vanilla girl, and it's so amazing. I've tasted so many plant-based protein powders in my life, and I've never tasted one that is delicious. These are so yummy. And they're, they've got these amazing things like alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, organic amaranth, quinoa, pomegranate powder, like spirulina as well in that. So just once again, going back to the wisdom of whole foods. And so I like to have one of those after my workout. It's got a good ratio of your macronutrients, so some proteins, got some fiber, but they're also super incredible if you're out and about and you've forgotten to take a snack or something with you. They're so nutrient dense, they're healthy for you. You just pop some of these in a little shaker with some cold water and boom, chocolate smoothie, and it's so good for you. Amazing for children as well. You can imagine if they're getting all these nutrients in their little bodies before they go into school, their concentration levels and their gut health and everything is just going to skyrocket. So really incredible, especially because it means your kids are eating veggies and they don't even know it. So another thing with our nutrition and our program is that our company is known as a company with a heart. So it means every adult that goes on the program gets a supply of the Juice Plus for free. And that is so, so important to me because I know our little generation is what's going to grow up and they're going to be our leaders. You know, when we're all sick and old and, well, not sick because we've had our Juice Plus, but when we're all old, they're going to be the ones that are taking care of us. And I know that I would love for them to be as healthy and as fit as possible. So they get their own supply, exactly the same as the adult supply. Otherwise, there is a beautiful gummy version, which is extremely healthy as well. So, all right, that's it from me. I could ramble on about the products all day because I absolutely love them, but I'll pass it back over to Michelle.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sheridan. That was just perfectly explained. And I can tell you that these products and the program has changed the health of my life and my family's life, so many of us. But I guess one of the most significant transformations is one of my aunties had psoriasis for 16 years before she started on the Juice Plus capsules and the powders, and within, I think it was 6 weeks, it was already starting to clear up, and then within about 3 months you can barely tell that she had psoriasis. So that was just awesome, and she'd tried every potion, cream, pill under the sun. So that's one transformation in my family. My children barely get sick, and we were struggling with like 8, 9, 10 colds and flus every single winter. Basically they get a tiny little sniffle, they hardly even get run down, and I'm like, oh, can't we just watch a movie and have some downtime? But no, we're all energy systems go, 2 little boys. So I'm going to switch it up now though, and I'm going to talk to you about our awesome business opportunity that Sheridan mentioned earlier. And I know that when I first came across this business, I was really skeptical and I doubted my ability also to have success in this business because I've never been a business-minded type of person and I've never been a salesperson. I thought that I would need a lot of time to do this, that I'd need to be an expert. I thought that I'd need to know a lot of people, but I also thought I'd have to be one of those crazy salespeople doing party plans on the weekends and nights and just running around trying to sign up all of my friends. But it is certainly not like that at all. We are not those people, but we do have a couple of things in our business that I'd like to get cleared up or shared. So I'm going to find Mel, and Mel is going to show you how our opportunity compares to traditional business. Thanks, Mel.
Hi everyone, welcome tonight. Thanks for joining us. So the misconception that I am going to share with you today, I just don't want to look at myself, is this business a pyramid scheme? Well, the simple answer is no, it's not, because pyramid schemes were actually made illegal almost or more than 40 years ago, around 40 years ago. And I know myself, there's no way I'd be a part of anything that was illegal, and I pretty much am sure I can speak for everybody else that is a part of this business as well. So that's definitely not, but I can show you a comparison on a similar kind of scenario when we're talking about a pyramid scheme and in general business that we've all been a part of. Think about the job you might be working in now, or a job you've had in the past, and how the structure of that business actually is. And it's very similar to what people might assume a pyramid scheme is anyway. So basically, in most businesses, you will see that there is somebody at the top, a CEO or a board of directors or somebody who owns the business sitting up the top in the top-notch job, usually on the largest possible wage, and most of the time probably with the smallest job criteria too. No, just kidding, who knows. But most of us come into these kind of businesses at kind of an entry level. So there's a certain amount of jobs where most of us all kind of start in here on the kind of the basic wage and all that kind of stuff, basic qualifications, and we're all kind of trying to work our way to the top. As we get older, we get more experience, we get more qualifications, we want to be paid more. So we want to work our way as far up to the top as we can, or a little bit further than we have. Not everybody has aspirations to get to the top-notch job, but I can tell you now that none of us are ever going to get this job because this guy's not going to give it up, or this lady's not going to give it up for one of us. And as we do work our way up the ladder a little bit, that is doable, and over time, usually it takes a long time to climb the ladder in a normal commercial business. But as we do get up that ladder, the positions become few and few, and they become harder to get, and they usually need more qualifications, or you may need more money to get into those kind of positions, all that kind of stuff. So it actually gets quite hard to move up in a traditional style business, and you'll never actually reach that top-notch position for sure. But in our business, in the Juice Plus business, we have quite a totally different structure. It's not the triangle or the pyramid's shape. It's actually more of a square. So we all come in, same thing, at kind of the bottom rung, I suppose, or all at the entry level. And we're all equals, no matter what qualifications we've got, no matter how much money we have up our sleeves and all that kind of stuff, how many years we've been in any other kind of business, all start at the same spot. And the top position in our business is National Marketing Director. And the same deal is we have just as many positions up here as what we do down the bottom. So, you know, the sky is the limit. It's not about jumping on top of each other, trying to get the smaller positions that are up the top like this one, but we've all got the equal opportunity to get to that same level if we want it, whether we do or we don't. Totally up to us. We go as fast or as slow as we want to, and we stop anywhere along the line that we want to as well. But basically the sky's the limit, and it's not about climbing on top of each other, but actually helping each other up. We're all in this business together to help each other to succeed, and train each other and show each other how to get there. So that's why I particularly love this business more so than the traditional business, is that anyone can have a go and anyone can get to the top if that's where you're aiming for. So that's that misconception squashed. And I'd now like to pass you over to Sam.
Hi guys, How are we all? I'm just going to put myself back on gallery view because I'm not really a fan of putting my face right on that screen. How are we all tonight? So I'm here tonight to explain to you about how the business grows. So I have been in the business for just over 7 months now. I came into the business because I was carrying quite a bit of baby weight. I was really broke, and that's a nice way of putting it. I could think of a few very colourful words to call being that broke. It wasn't very fun and it was a very horrible time in my life. Thank God it's in the past. And that's one great thing that I love sharing with people now, because within that short space of time, I don't have a frown anymore. I'm so excited to share this business with people. I'm not nervous about it anymore. I genuinely get to share my passion and the experiences that I've had, the friendships that I've got to make, and I get to inspire people on a daily basis and introduce this program and this amazing business to people on a daily basis now, and it's absolutely fantastic. So in my experience over the last 7 months, the people that I've met, I'm just going to get my trusty little whiteboard here and I'm going to explain to you a little thing about the 3 different people that I've met along the way. So I like to call them A, B, and C. And they're basically the 3 different type of people that I'll come across and get to meet and speak to along the way. So person A is the person that comes into the business that is a little bit like Mel was explaining before. They're like the minion. They just want to pay for their product and they want that little bit of extra money for themselves. So they want the business to cover their product so they can take it, get healthy, share the business with people, and then have a little bit extra for themselves. Then you have people like myself that was very colourfully broke, and I was looking for sort of between $500 to $600. And that was to put food on my table, put petrol in my car, and not feel like I was attached to somebody and depending on my husband for absolutely everything. And, you know, we've all been there and we all hated it, didn't we? So that was person B, and this is the majority of the people that I meet. I love turning these people into C, and C is the rock star. But the rock stars are the ones that come in and they're the ones that want to go to the top. They're the ones that are gung-ho. They want to turn this business into their plan A. They come in as an A and they have the end in mind. They work every single day to get it. But the really cool thing about this business is that whether you come in at A, B, or C, it naturally flows that you can start here and you will just naturally progress and end up a rock star. So even if it's not your inner little punk child, you're going to end up to be a rock star anyway. Sorry to tell you, but it's going to happen. I'm just going to tell you quickly how that's happened for me. So this is me. I'm going to put a little frown face because that was me, very colourfully broke right at the beginning. I came into the business and I met Rochelle. Now, I love Rochelle. I got to inspire her about the very beginning of my journey. It inspired her into action, and Rochelle introduced the business to Kerry. I then got to introduce to an amazing chick called Whitney, and also another little rock star called Hayley. And then what happened was they naturally shared that inspiration and enthusiasm, and they shared the business. And what happened was, as this grew, my little frown got turned into a little smiley face, because I then became a rock star. And I get to put on my little rock star pants every morning, and I get to tell my 2 little girls that absolutely anything is possible. And the greatest thing about this, and it's the one question that you ask yourself when you come into this business, is, do I need to know everybody to start this business? I will tell you without a doubt in my mind right now that not one of these girls do I know personally. I have got to know every single one of them from all over Australia and soon to be international. I don't know any of them personally. I've never met them before in my life, yet they are my friends for life now. So this is such an amazing experience, and we've got to explain how it happens. I'm going to hand it over to Michelle now, and she's going to convert this into the dollar talk. Thanks, Shell.
Thanks heaps, Sam. That was awesome. So cool. Love being on this journey with you, and thank you so much, Mel. So I'm going to show you how we get paid. And we get paid in 3 different ways in our business. So the first way that we get paid is through retail commission. And this is what we earn when we join our customer to the Juicy Body Transformation Program. We connect the customer straight to the Juice Plus company. So that means we don't have to hold any stock. We don't have to ship any stock. The company does all the work for us, which is awesome. And I love to say that we really are in a recommending business, in a sharing business, because just like when you go to your fave restaurant, you take a photo of your meal, you post it on social media, you're basically sharing and recommending that restaurant, only we get paid to do this, which is awesome. The second way that we get paid is through residual income, and this is where we earn a percentage on our team's businesses. Now, this has also been coined the term beach money, because ultimately you want to be on the beach or doing whatever it is that you love doing, even sleeping, you are earning money. The third way that we get paid is through bonuses, and our company love to give out bonuses, to reward hard work with bonuses, and it really is the fun money and the now money. And we have a rule in our team that when you earn a bonus, you need to spend all of it or at least some of it on yourself. And you know what? Just as Sam shared her financial position, so many parents, mums, or even people nowadays just don't get that extra bit of spending money, that fun money. So that's really cool that we get to experience that. And when I came across this 15 months ago, my husband and I had been in a really tough financial position for around 6 years, since we had our first child really, and we were struggling with all of our bills, with our mortgage. We'd even moved away from all of our family and our home for my husband's work to try and get ahead. But if I'm to be really honest, we still weren't getting ahead. We were just treading water, barely staying afloat still. So I thought, well, we've got nothing to lose and possibly everything to gain. And when I came into it, I came in as person A. I just wanted to make enough to cover our product, and then it just went from there, as Sam was explaining. And now we we moved back to our home a couple of months ago. That really wasn't on the radar for us before this business, and we get to do some really cool stuff now, that just more choices. Tomorrow we're taking our kids to a circus. It's school holiday time, and we get to do things that we just didn't have that opportunity to do before. So that's pretty exciting. And I just encourage you to ask what if tonight, because you don't know where your life could be in a month, in a year, or 5 years from now. But if nothing changes, then nothing is going to change. And we have limitless opportunities in this business. And I know that I believe to be truly healthy, you need to be healthy financially as well, because financial stress causes stress in all areas of your life. Trust me, in your relationships, in your family, and even your own personal health and well-being. So if any of this resonates with you tonight, I encourage you to just get curious, get any of your questions answered, because we would so love you to join us on this journey. We're just like-minded people. We're on the same mission, and we get to inspire and help others along the way. So I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you same time next week or along the journey with us. So thanks to everybody for sharing. Have an awesome night.
Thank you so much, Michelle. You're amazing.
Bye.